What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna talk about, will Waymo destroy the rideshare industry? That's what we're gonna talk about because this is a big topic right now in the rideshare industry, and a lot of car rental hosts, including myself, actually rent out cars to rideshare drivers. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about Waymo. These are conversations that we need to have. Very important. Okay, we have technology that's coming now. All right, so the end game is here. So let's get right into the video. First of all, what is Waymo? Waymo is a software company that has designed and engineered self-driving vehicles. Okay, these self-driving vehicles primarily can pick up people from point A, drop them off at point B. Very similar to Uber, very similar to Lyft. Now, yes, Waymo is 100% going to cause they're gonna stir the pot in the industry 100%. Right? Uber is a risk, Lyft is a risk, right? Uber drivers are at risk, and Lyft drivers are at risk. All right. What you need to understand is when technology like this comes in, it's important to understand how the technology works and how to actually adapt. Now, I've actually sat in a Waymo vehicle before, okay, and they are actually damn near perfect. They are designed very well. They're extremely responsive. They pick you up exactly at the pickup spot. They drop you off exactly at the drop off spot, and the car drives itself. And there's nothing more to it than that. Okay. And if you need any customer service or any help, the car can actually call customer service for you to speak with a real person in real time. That's actually how they're going to destroy Uber, because you don't have that with Uber and you don't have that with Lyft. Okay. A lot of drivers complain that they have and struggle to find customer service reps when they need them. Okay. And that little part of their technology is actually very, very important for you to understand. So let's talk about where Waymo actually is right now. Okay, so Waymo is pretty much taking over most of the major cities. So we're talking about Phoenix, we're talking about Houston, Dallas, um, we're talking about Los Angeles, right? Play a lot of the big cities in LA, um, California, right? So it's very important for you to understand that it is moving, and Waymo is actually also coming into DC. Okay, they're pretty much already in DC, and they're threatening to pretty much take over all 50 states in America. And for me, I give it about 10 years for Waymo to fully integrate and to completely shift the industry. Okay, so how does it actually affect rideshare? Well, let's think about this for a second. Okay, Waymo is actually cheaper than Uber because Waymo cuts out the driver completely. So this platform, when it comes to Uber, Uber has to pay the driver. So you as a customer, if you pay for an Uber, Uber has to split a share with the driver. So by default, Uber will charge you more as the customer because they have to pay the driver, right? And on top of that, you have to tip the driver, etc., etc. That's completely cut out now. So the cost is going to be much cheaper to you as the consumer, as the renter, right? As the person that's sitting in the Uber. So straight away, more people are gonna opt in for Waymo because it's cheaper. It's very simple. It's simple as that. All right. So that's gonna shift people slowly over to Uber. I mean, to Waymo, away from Uber, away from Lyft to Waymo because it's cheaper. Second of all, it's just cooler. Okay. We're just in that time where technology is cool. All right. So self-driving cars are cool. People will take videos in Waymos, people making TikToks in Waymos, and that's just free marketing for Waymo. More eyes are gonna be on that company. And that just means that with more eyeballs on the company, more people are willing to try it out. And if they have a good experience, more people are just simply gonna move and use Waymo a lot more. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about how you need to adapt as a car rental operator to technology like this. Okay? If you're liking the video so far, make sure to smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, right? And we talk about car rentals, car rental businesses, and cars all day, every day, new videos every week. So, how do we actually adapt? Okay? So, let's look at what Waymo is actually going to take over. So, it's going to take over rideshare completely in the next 10 years. So Uber drivers are pretty much going to be gone. Lyft drivers are pretty much going to be gone. Okay. However, for us as car rental operators, Waymo is only going to take over rideshare because when it comes to delivering food and packages and things like that, There's a lot more logistic to it than just a self-driving car, right? So, for example, Waymo will not be able to take a DoorDash order to apartment floor number 6, apartment B. It's just not going to be able to do that, right? So we're still going to need people for that. So for the most part, anything with DoorDash, anything with Amazon Flex, and all the other medical courier services, those platforms are going to be okay. Those are not going to be touched. So for you as an operator, you need to be able to simply adapt, okay? You need to be able to adapt. If we get to that point, you need to just target DoorDash drivers. And what's going to actually happen, because a lot of people don't talk about the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect of Waymo pushing out Uber drivers is that the drivers are just going to go to DoorDash. That's just what's going to happen. So you're going to have a whole bunch of Uber drivers trying to do DoorDash. And then for you, you just shift your vehicles from Uber drivers to DoorDash drivers. See how simple that is? That's what happens when you can think and you can adapt. Okay? So that's what the technology is threatening. That's how we're going to adapt to the technology. All right? So if you're ready to start your car rental business, if any of this sounds at all interesting to you, use the link in the description below to book a free strategy call, and I'll see you in the next video.